What never fails to make you tear up or cry? My wedding song. My husband died in an accident a little over 3 years ago, only 5 months after we got married. All I need to hear is the first note of the song and the grief hits hard. Seeing other people crying in emotional pain makes me sob every time. Fathers who tell their children how proud they are of them. The scene in My Girl when she is at Macaulay Culkin's funeral. The scene in Saving Private Ryan when the medic gets shot and dies on the field with the rest of his group desperately trying to save him. Goodbyes. Doesn't matter what kind, I'll always get teary-eyed. Seymour. Dying pets. The end of Coco. IDC. How many times I watch it, it hits me every time. BoJack Horseman, Season 6, Episode 15. The View form halfway down. Thinking about losing my dog someday. I know it'll happen eventually, but I can't handle the thought of it. Land Before Time when his mother is giving him the speech. When he's shouting his mother. Oh man. Feels. Green Mile. Mufasa's death in The Lion King. Also that scene in Interstellar where he sees those videos of his kids. That gets me sobbing like nothing else. Sometimes you just need a good cry. Schindler's List. I could have got more. My dog died right before I Am Legend came out. And I still have to hold back tears when watching that movie. Doctor Who. The episode with Van Gogh. Ugh. Goo Goo Dolls. Iris. https://www.youtube.com/watch. V = JZJCQX8GNU4. The episode of Scrubs when Dr. Cox's brother-in-law Ben dies. That is a gut punch. When Marshall finds out his dad died in How I Met Your Mother. Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. Marley and Me. I cannot even think of that scene without tearing up. Dobby's death and the end of the Iron Giant. You bow to no one. And then everyone bows before Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. I cry every damn time. That scene from The Fresh Prince when Will's dad bails on his trip. Why don't he want me, man? Every time. The first 10 minutes of Up. Hearing The Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. My dad is still alive and I hug him whenever I can. But man, this song hits me in the feels. When Miguel sings Remember Me for Mama Coco. Any scene of a dying mother and of her kid. To finally have the strength to see the mom before their last moments always gets me. When I see 9/11 videos or hear the 911 calls and calls to loved ones from when it was happening. Always makes me cry. Zuko and a Roz reunion in the finale of ATLA. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Avatar Season 2 Episode 15, The Tales of Ba Sing Se. Your Lie in April. That scene in the Doctor Who episode, Vincent and the Doctor. Ugh. Saying, I love you, when I really mean it. Animals saving people. Something about watching an unexpected animal saving a human's life just makes me tear up. Reading The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Onions. That scene in the David Attenborough documentary on Netflix, A Life on Our Planet, or something, where the orangutan is sat on the single tree on their own. Everyone stop using palm oil please. Hurt, cover by Johnny Cash, The End of the Notebook, Where the Red Fern Grows. Goodbye Dr. Ten, I don't want to go. Jesse's Story Toy Story 2. The end scene of The Iron Giant. If you know you know. The theme to Interstellar as well as Don't Let Me Leave. Murph. It's very useful when needing to cry on command. RDR2 ending. The end of Lord of the Rings: Return of the King gets me every time without fail. Any reunion in TV, movies, books. Zuko and Uncle Iroh. I cry almost every time. Same thing with Katara and her dad. Bridge to Terabithia. Dogs dying in movies. That scene in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie where SpongeBob and Patrick sing Goofy Goober while slowly drying up and seemingly dying. I'm a 22-year-old man and that scene still fucks me up. That scene in Fresh Prince where Uncle Phil consoles Will after his dad abandoned him again. The acting is phenomenal and all too relatable. Nina Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Snape's memories and Dumbledore's death made me cry out loud sad face. The scene at the end of Inside Out where she starts crying and hugging her parents. Every damn time. That scene in the Fellowship of the Ring after Gandalf fights the Balrog. And the hobbits are crying. The movie Big Fish. She's my girl in the river. How come he don't want me, man? John Wick's dog. Looking in the mirror. I never cry when watching movies or listening to songs. But as soon as I watch a Dog's Last Day video, I start sobbing. That scene from the mother-centric episode of How I Met Your Mother. S9. Where she plays Lavienne Rose. Mufasa. Child abuse statements. Leaves from the vine falling so slow, if you know you know. Michael Scott leaving. The Return of the King. My friends. You bow to no one. https www.youtube.com/watch v=rbtzudk40p and ab_channel=movie clips. Neil's music cries. Last episode of M*A*S*S*H. I recently watched Forrest Gump for the first time and I'm not much of a crier for films, but that came close. If my mum and brothers weren't there, probably would have cried. The music video for Metallica's song, One. The ending of The Return of the King. As soon as I hear the Grey Havens music I get hit with a wave of emotion. The final scene of the inner light from Star Trek TNG. My period. Grave of the Fireflies. Those darn ASPCA commercials with the cold animals. Gets me every time. Assassination classroom ending. The Seymour episode of Futurama. When my kids do something amazing. Daughter got her master's last spring. Cried like a baby. Son just got his gold belt in karate, yup. Started welling up. A dog's life. Or anything where a dog is sad. Dogs dying, being injured. The end of Friends show. Soldiers returning home and surprising their kids. Never Let Me Go. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.